Hello and welcome to Manga of the Week for the 4th week of February 2025. This week we have The Dungeon That Kills All Adventurers, a dark comedy manga that serves as a bit of a parody on the isekai genre. Our main characters are the twin sisters Ain and Nacht, who get crashed by plane engines which causes them to get reincarnated as dungeon workers. On this new role, they proceed to change some things in the dungeon because, well, it's mostly their job, also out of pure pettiness in some cases, and to mess around with stuff that you might have thought to yourself when thinking of how dungeons work in fantasy settings. This in turn does actually change the dungeon into an extremely brutal place, so it gets labeled with the name of The Dungeon That Kills All Adventurers, aka the title of the manga. The manga is a dark comedy, so each chapter is centered mostly around a little gag plot, and the entire world also follows gag humor logic, with most stuff just changing each chapter depending on what is needed at each point. Although there is a base rule that if someone dies who is a reincarnator, they just simply respawn. The art of this manga is really good and is quite cute at times, so when one of those dark twists that happen in some chapters hit, they hit a lot harder than they have any right to. The translation of this manga is quite good, with the last chapter being scanlated this week, in fact. It has been picked up by Cynical Scans after like 6 months of no chapters by the previous group. And I'm not going to mention the previous group because they've been incredibly scummy in previous mangas they've handled, in how they handled a fair few mangas that they were scanlating in the past, although they did do a decent job scanlating, so you will not have any issue when actually reading the manga. And that's going to be it. See ya.